Well, happy Halloween. What better way to celebrate than with a scary, spooky story?
That's right. Debut author Andrew Duplessis is here to fill us in on his terrifying collection of teen horror short stories called Too Scared to Sleep. Thanks for joining us, Andrew.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and happy Halloween.
Happy
Yeah.
Halloween, yeah. So fill us in. What can readers expect in Too Scared to Sleep?
Yeah, so for Too Scared to Sleep, I have 30 short stories and 30 short movies. I loved reading Goosebumps growing up, and I love Black Mirror, and so I sort of blended both. All you need to do is scan the QR code in the book, and you can access short, unique, one-of-a-kind movies on your phone. No app needed or anything. And so that's what you can expect: 30 short stories, 30 short movies.
Oh,
I love
very
that. I
cool.
love the
Very
mix in the
interactive.
genres. Yeah.
Absolutely. So people can maybe even scan as they're reading along. I like that, Andrew.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you can mix it up. I always try to blend technology with sort of more archaic industries, and I think this was a cool integration.
Yeah, absolutely. You answered this a little bit, but between Goosebumps and Black Mirror, did you draw other inspirations from other short stories in order to create this book?
Well, totally. So my mom is a teacher, actually, so she's definitely the inspiration, and got me reading early, which I didn't like initially. Now I love. But yeah, so Goosebumps and that short story format, I totally love that. I'm the type of person that loves a short, TV show, and so when we were creating this book, short stories, 2 to 3 pages, easily digestible, especially on Halloween, we felt like was the best way to make readers happy.
Yeah, absolutely. What age group would you say this series is geared towards?
I think honestly, anyone can enjoy it because of the short movie aspect. I've seen people use it almost as like a game. They'll pass the book around and they'll watch movies, and their friends will watch them react. And so I've seen all ages. I think young adults, the perfect one. It feels like it's more of a bridge to the Stephen King's between Goosebumps and Stephen King, and so I would say young adult.
That's awesome. You keep bringing up Goosebumps and R.L. Stein, and we have to say
Yeah.
that right here in Northwest Arkansas, we just had a visit from author R.L. Stein at our Fayetteville
That's
Public
right.
Library here. So
Gosh.
great to hear from him. I know he's an inspiration to you, and maybe you could share a little more. And maybe it's not an R.L. Stein story, but I'm curious as to if you had a favorite scary story that you loved when you were growing up.
Oh man, there's definitely so many. I mean, all of those Goosebumps were so scary to me. I would say the true inspiration was Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, which is a very famous book, 20 some years ago that did charcoal illustrations of sort of the monsters in each story. And so my spin on that is doing short movies, something that's shareable online and digestible on social media. So I would say Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark was
Yeah.
definitely like my core inspiration.
How did you go about partnering to make those movies? I'm just curious. Obviously, the words are yours, but did you do the movies by yourself, or did you partner with some other great local filmmakers? What did you do for that?
So I worked with a friend who is an amazing filmmaker and editor, and he created them, and we sort of worked hand in hand to create them. But it took a while, right? Because I was, as I was writing the story, I tried to just take, whatever in my brain, as I was writing the story and pass it along to him. And so he would sort of interpret that, and we worked together to create these, now some of them are viral on TikTok stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that.
Now, I kind of know what your answer to this might be, Andrew, but do you have a favorite short story in your book?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think probably Virus Hunter. It's about a gamer. I love to play video games. It's about a gamer who sort of gets sucked into a virtual reality world. And so I've always loved to play with that idea, and I always, imagined, well, what would happen if that happened to me, when I was playing video games. And so that's one of my favorites.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's great
nice.
to hear. Thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you. And also, happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Yeah, thank you so much. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, that's such a novel approach to
Yes.
storytelling. Here, but also the link to watch it visually as well.
Yes, absolutely. You can get Too Scared to Sleep right now wherever books are sold.